Eyes on you.
Welcome to the newest day of Cycle Warfare. Starting from the top, it is a new dawn at the Zeta campsite. Aurelia. What class is Aurelia and what is she doing right now?
Holds up Bard and calling her old boss.
You're calling Hopper right now.
Oh.
Alright, so you dial up Hopper as you have this bardic weapon equipped. What does the bard weapon include clothing wise for Aurelia?
One second.
You better not be fucking eating, motherfucker.
Fuck you, I'm hungry.
You were told
Yeah?
twice.
Yeah? I got num-nums.
Well, take your num-nums and paws, Big Back. Let's go!
No, I'm eating my quackers.
Alright. So eat your crackers and tell the group what Aurelia is now dressed in, having been a bard.
I help. There you go.
Okay. So describe the bits and pieces from that you are taking with you, because I don't think we can just show our Discord server.
I don't think people want to.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
No.
Because
no.
it's very much just a person munching on pizzas. I got no idea what type of pizza, but it's a lot of pepperoni. I got a Snickers bar, to be honest. 3 images of random but similar fucking bardic bullshit. It's like a crackhead's fucking wet dream in that server.
And
I don't know, it's a lot of reds and golds, and it's definitely to the more elegant side than you would normally see Aurelia wearing.
I say this.
It's still incredibly practical, though,
I say this,
boot.
and I have to clarify, it's both a joke and a genuine question.
Yeah.
Are you taking after Hopper and serving cunt?
More than she usually does.
Conventional cunt, specifically.
What?
What? What? Tell me I'm wrong! That man was dressed as a fucking butler 9 to 5, ready to fight God, which he did in fact help with, or just die, which you almost all did with the stroke you gave him.
I didn't do shit.
Oh. So basically hoppering someone. You weren't there for that?
No.
Yeah, well... Anyways. So...
Did you forget? Anyway.
A little bit, honest to God. Every time I try to remember the things you guys did to Hopper, I kind of black out a little bit. And all of a sudden I just remember, so much info, no sense made. He has to understand it early game. But no, So taking inspiration from Hopper, conventional, but clearly serving, bunch of reds and golds. Do you still have your, and this is an important question, do you still have your green poncho or scarf?
Yeah, that's permanent, but I think now it's more tied around her waist. Like a sash.
It's moved.
Yeah.
So you... Bring, bring. And on the 3rd ring, you get something you never thought you'd see. Hopper, a dark-skinned humanoid, very much like posing for human standards due to the rulings of certain individuals in command, no longer wearing the falsetto ears the falsetto human ears he normally had to wear. Contactless, so he actually has no whites in his eyes. Still wearing the spiked collar. And at first you see the shirt he's wearing and you're like, oh, he must have just woken up. That son of a bitch was torn that way. And you see him putting on this fluffy, almost cosmic design jacket as he goes, yeah, what's up, darling? Staring at you with the bardic weapon.
Prolonged eye contact. Hi.
About fucking time. Find a place to sit, bitch. I'll get ready. He's hanging my pants.
What the fuck? Hopper, what the fuck?
You don't get to what the fuck with me. You started this. I walked in on the wrong time and I didn't say no, okay? Fuck off. I'm a grown ass man.
No, I get to walk. I get to what the fuck this. You're my fucking commander. What the fuck?
Alright, what the fuck is up with you and the elf?
Nothing? What the fuck are you on about?
Exactly. How the fuck have you been traveling with that elf for so long and nothing has happened? Jesus, you're slow. Taking your time much? Thump! Find it, bitch, or I swear I will apparate there and have you sacked.
No. I don't know what I'm saying no to, but I'm saying no to something.
Do you know any of my sonnets? Any of my elemental sonnets?
I remember hearing you play music.
Well, no, I can do this. You got this, girl. You got this, girl. You got this, girl. Find a place, sit down, and get your fingers on the frets.
Aye, Captain. Jesus.
It's Commander, and don't you stutter again. And you can just feel the fluff flip from his false hair.
How about I do anyway?
And with that, I'm going to say that Aurelia spends her morning waking up mortified, but learning the 4 elements, was it, that we mentioned? It's here.
Let me double check.
4 elements: necrotic, acid,
See.
radiant, and cold damage.
See.
And I will now introduce this to the update to the bard weapon. It has changed a little bit. Random damage dice, not Aurelia's vibe. So now there is a small learning piece that can be like, oh yeah, you can random damage it, or you may know the sonnets. Sonnets will eventually essentially do specified damage charges. That's it. That's what the fucking charge is. It's combative charges only, so no real limit.
Yeah, but you do gotta stand still and waste time to charge them.
Oh yeah,
so.
you basically have to leave yourself vulnerable.
That's where you stand beside someone who's a bigger target.
Hey, you got a blade, right? Yeah. Why? Just let me vibe. And then proceeds to fucking speedrun Beethoven. Yeah. So with that, that is
a
Aurelia's
wonderful idea for a
morning.
combo attack.
Oh, absolutely. Come up with combo attacks. Call the world a slur and make it your bitch. So, Dein, next on our list.
Hi.
What is? Yes.
I believe Dein. I didn't really think about this, to be honest. I think Dane's back to Artificer. Yeah. Dein has to go back to Artificer.
Alright, so you got the hammer with you?
Mm-hmm.
Very good, very good, very good.
And I guess just generally as the morning comes, it's just working out, doing this general to and fro. Definitely in his much older form at this point. late
You're in a
50s.
much sort of older form. You have your what is your to and fro discern of specifically?
Well, it would start with. Let's see. He would probably start with a kata, determining just like basic hand-to-hand combat, and then he would move on to just practicing with the hammer. Kind of just using the hammer's weight as just an effective tool where he can manipulate it into like a flowing motion, just to work out all the right muscles for swinging it. And then at the end, meditating and praying for a few minutes. Just practicing.
Very good, very good, very good. Sorry, I had to jump up my audio and run to my kitchen for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So you're practicing with the hammer, moving the weight around, trying to get used to that, you know?
Just working out the muscles, not even trying to get used to the hammer again, just
So,
making sure everything is warm, per se.
yeah. Like a morning stretches of getting used to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
So, doing that, you eventually come across an area where you find Gade doing the same with his giant gauntlet hand. And he just gives you, yo, and continues his own workouts.
Generally, Dein would just continue on silently, because this is like his meditation. Just his... He's concentrated on thoughts from previous days and just making sure he gets everything out of the way. So he doesn't really respond, not out of ignoring, more just thinking, concentrated.
Yeah, I gotcha. So you're artificer, you getting putting some motion into remembrance, memorizing all these muscle memory. You know what? That word. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Had to look for it. All right, that's what Dane's doing. And since I know what two of you are gonna do, I'm gonna skip over Orlain for a minute and go to Relyn. Relyn, what class of your
Here's you.
available one? Hey, we'll get to you too.
Well, no,
Look.
that's like a post-morning activity, you dumb shit.
Oh, is that what that was? Okay. Fair enough. Then, Relyn, sit tight. You can think of some more. Unless you have something cooked up and you're just waiting by the door.
Nope.
Orlain,
Mm-hmm.
what class starting out with this morning, and what do you have equipped for the vibes? What are you doing first thing in the morning?
I don't think, because, for clarification, Orlain just got Warlock and
Yes.
just had, like, the feeling of that pain going away. He's not
Yes.
used to it. I don't think he has changed out of it out of fear that it might go away. That being said, I think because his Eldritch invocations are the ones that they are, he's been up kind of easily all night because he doesn't feel the need nor necessitation to sleep. He can trance and can sleep, but all he needs to do is kind of take it easy for about 6 to 8 hours, which he did.
Warlock stuff, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
However, he was watching the moon.
Alright. So, the moon of Granvaria, simply dubbed the Splintered Luna. Not much from a soldier's point of view do you know of the moon. You've seen it never change faces from this half crescent to half new moon situation.
Mm-hmm.
All you do know about it is that it's splintered. Down the middle, some shards missing. And all you can wonder is how it stays together. With this never moving an inch, never twitching so much as even a centimeter from your eyes. It stays splintered.
I do think occasionally Orlain would have made the effort to get up, walk around a little bit. Probably got in that kind of like sense of, the fuck are you doing awake? From one person or another when he kept passing by the front of doors, by essentially. He was like, go to bed, Orlain. You of all people need it. And he's just like, I'm not tired. I'll go to bed later. And kept walking. Because he doesn't actually know what this is.
Some point during that, closer to the morning routine, there's just a crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Stopping. Pat, pat, pat. And you see him. As the Dark Souls boss music begins to play, you see Rook, the biggest fucking snowball you've ever seen in your life, in one prosthetic hand, staring at you. Hello, Orlain.
Hello? Can I help you?
I've been told you didn't sleep last night.
Yes, it seems that way.
How you feeling?
Fine, actually.
Expand upon that. What is fine in this situation?
I don't feel the need to sleep.
And as soon as you said need, snowball, bowling ball style thrown.
So at his knees.
Kind of like over his head, at his knees. Yes.
Just steps out of the fucking way? Like,
Give me a deck save. That's from a prosthetic arm that's made for combat.
brother, my brother in Christ, I'm a dex build?
This bitch empty.
Well, then pray the dice god are with you, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's fair. I could roll a 1 for all we know.
Loki would find it hilarious.
He would. I think that's the point.
So, what'd you roll?
I'm going to show you because I'm rolling on Owlbear.
Oh, alright.
16.
Just make a little roly-poly on my own from Rook's sheet. 16 being the thing he needs to beat to hit you with a snowball at Mock Jesus. Where are you, Rook? Oh, not Romeo. Not Bradley. There we go. Hi, Rook. I need you to do a real funny. You got a +6, bud. Come on, you can do this. He rolled a 12. Just barely missing you. It into the boxes beside you. And he just goes, ah, dang it.
How'd that work out for you?
You watch him slowly start leaning down to pick up more snow.
Just this sigh. And looking back up to where the moon was, at least, before he kind of lost track of time and just ended up staring into the morning sky.
You still see bits of the moon.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of heading to that area behind the sky where it's like, oh hey, look, clouds, and where the fuck is the moon?
Looks back down at Rook. I have a question for you.
He stops mid snowball patting. Yeah, what's up?
No, never mind. Continue what you were doing. I want to see if you land it this time.
It's no fun if you like it. And he kind of drops the snowball.
Right.
What's up?
Nothing really. I'm just kind of thinking.
That can be dangerous.
It's all I do.
Eh. So would
Not
it
saying it's not
happen-
dangerous. It's just all I do. I think.
Yeah. But the point being,
There's a lot going on. I probably should get at least a nap at some point when I feel tired.
yeah, if you feel tired.
What does that mean?
Warlocks don't sleep, bro.
That's not inherently true, I don't think. Everyone
up
needs
his-
sleep.
Holds up his prosthetic arm. You see him Spider-Man kind of wrist position, slides something up, and a hologram kind of pops in between you guys. No, I mean statistically, warlocks don't sleep that often. I think it might be like a spell or innate thing that they do, but they just don't sleep that often. They take no ill effect of it either. It's just something they can choose to do, consciously or unconsciously. And he slides down to his elbow again, retracting the hologram.
I don't think that's going to be a good thing, because I just did contact Noctis. And I did just tell him I was alright. And I don't think not sleeping is going to equivocate to alright.
But if you're a warlock, then it actually is you being alright. You just didn't need to sleep.
Well, what if it wasn't? What if it was a 50-50? What if
Okay. What the fuck happened?
didn't? What doesn't? What does? Well, just run it by me, run it back. What doesn't happen around me, yeah?
Orlain? Orlain?
Um,
And he's switching to an elven accent. This is now the father is talking. The fuck happened?
I think I got microaggressioned somewhere along the line.
You ever see shit hit someone square in the nose? You now know what that face looks like.
Yeah.
Just the what? Huh? Huh?
You know that mission we went on, me, Dein, Relyn,
Yeah.
with Derek. Well, turns out there was someone there, not just, a monster. This is fine by me. I get why it was said. I think most people would not like hearing it. It's similar for most elves being called knife ears. I got called Forsaken Blood.
I've heard Forsaken Kin, not blood before, but
Or whatever
yeah,
it
seems
was.
cool.
It's Forsaken something, and I don't much think many would enjoy being called it.
Well, no. But that's how most elvens are gonna see us.
Yes, but I guess I can't say why, because I was told, he told me, that what if I just never meet another Eladrin? How about that? Wouldn't that be nice? Not like I associate myself with them anymore, really.
Hey, blood-related cousin, I'm gonna let you rewind that one real quick. And Rook has returned. Say a little louder.
Yeah? Why?
Go on, just one more time.
No, I feel as if I've made a mistake.
What is the sentence you just said?
What if I don't meet another Eladrin elf? Wouldn't that be nice?
Blink, blink, blink.
I've said something wrong, and I don't quite. I think I've actually been awake long enough to where this is affecting me.
Mm-hmm. How would it be affecting you? Just real quick. Just humor me.
I have been thinking about this for a little bit too long by my lonesome, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also staring at the moon, but that could also just be me.
Moon.
What
Fuck.
what about the moon?
Fucking no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of weird, but you know,
Fuck, is it still together?
you have feelings about this, don't you, Rook?
I have feelings about a lot of shit. I'm a very complicated person.
You're a three-dimensional being.
I'm blood related to an Eladrin who just said he didn't want to meet any more Eladrins.
That and he pauses. Just the
And
oh.
it's just the big old eyes of like, come on, you there now, bud?
Just kind of sinks into like the cloak a little bit. The cloak and the shoulder pads are just like
Points and laughs at you.
don't do that. Don't shut the fuck up. I'm going to just leave you there and just tries to leave.
You can walk away, that just means I'm right.
Faces fast, walking faster.
Where you going, bitch? Get back here! And like he grabs you.
No.
He grabs you, and then anyone who's listening just hears the poof of suddenly the cousins are in the snow, and Rook is shoveling it onto Orlain, like, suffer! Cool off, bitch! He's making all the horrible puns.
Relyn is desperately trying to get this insane man away from him. He does not know this man, actually. Just hand in face of the, like, not being rude about the claws, but, like, get out, get away from me. Get out, go, leave.
The cousin energy of, oh, you've put your hand on my face, lick!
Gross!
And with that, we'll pull away to Relyn. What are you doing this morning, and what class are you?
Relyn will be keeping the same class. She's
Same
got right
weapon,
now.
though?
I've been debating that, yet to be discovered.
Alright.
I have a sheet for both subclasses now. I will let you know when combat starts for the first time,
Very good.
if it happens.
I would imagine it would. You guys are raiding today.
Okay. Next point of contention. What is Relyn doing?
Yes.
Relyn,
You're by a
gonna look up.
teleport pad.
That's not what she's. She wanted seclusion. She didn't care about the teleportation pad.
Alright.
She's kind of doing that. How do I explain? She's doing the people are too loud. I'm going to go sit in a corner and enjoy myself for a little bit. Not in like the rude, like aggressively emo teenager way of ugh, everybody's in my space. More like, I want some peace and quiet to think. I'm gonna go stare at the pretty flowers on the walls. And so she's kind of doing a copy of what she's seen Tryphon doing with the attending to the flowers. Finding the ones that are slightly more wilted and seeing if she can do something for them.
You're just
She's just thinking.
taking care of them, taking care of gardening to like a barbarian with a garden. You're breathing in, breathing out, being calm, collecting your thoughts.
For the most part, yes.
All right.
I've decided to change up her outfit a bit, so I will be describing that if you don't mind.
So if her outfit this is either her first outfit change or the new weapon outfit. Up to you to determine which is later. But for now, what is Relyn? This Orlain post. Sorry. What is Relyn rocking the town
Is
with?
wearing the fantasy equivalent of a crop top and jeans. Very, super casual. Just super casual, um, cuts off right above the midriff, and then her version of jeans, which are just, really flexible. Motherfucker Orlain. Anyway, which are just really flexible material. Good to almost like yoga pants, actually. It'd be closer to crop top and yoga pants.
All right.
She's I don't know. She's contemplative this morning. And yes, Orlain, she is indeed serving cunt.
Serve it
In
hot
her
and fresh, baby. All
in
right.
her own just amazingly almost hyper feminine way. Anyway, moving on.
All right. So, that is what Raylan's doing this morning. Dress casuals, Queen Slay, motherfucker. We come upon our last person to check in before the day actually begins. Tryphon, class,
Yeah.
what they're wearing, and what are they doing?
Well, he's still cleric. And he's still wearing the fancy equivalent of a t-shirt and jeans. Just a green tunic, basic pants, nothing fancy or unusual or anything like that.
All right.
And he's just lingering near the entrance. He's starting to get restless and is he's tending to the flowers over at the wall. But at the same time, it's just like the constant, okay, how much longer are we going to be sitting here?
One more time. Are you over on the benching with Tryphon?
No,
Okay.
I literally just said he's getting restless.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Sorry.
all of that was about, was him getting restless. He's trying to keep occupied with the flowers, but he's also in the attitude of, we've been here a while, when are we going to continue?
So you kind of keep that mentality. Your greenish tunic, very certain gardener level tunic. I see you. Yes. Getting restless. Staying by the door like affectionately someone waiting for the teacher to say, "All right, let's go." Walk to lunch, and he's gone. Tryphon would be the person to run to lunch.
You just call him a big back?
I said those words verbatim to Aurelia, but, you know.
You just fat shamed Tryphon? I
No.
think we have to cancel you now.
No, his ass would just run for the food.
It's
I'm making
not.
jokes.
It's not fat shaming if they agree. Plus, I assure you, both Tryphon and the player have said much worse things to me. Now, going forward, with everything, with everybody having their own morning routine, some silly, some serious, some learning new things, some calming themselves, others waiting orders. We move past the first morning, the first sunrise of the morning, and move towards breakfast time, I'd say, closer to 8, 7-ish. What's everyone doing around this time as Rook has now left the area to go prepare transport to actually take you guys somewhere? So he'll be back maybe like 3 hours, maybe?
Orlain is literally just laying there miserably, literally wet cat style. Just the my cousin was bullying me.
Oh, Shayla, my Shayla. Motherfucker, calm down. He just went to go get the goddamn car.
He's wandering over, just like you good?
Yes, I'm alright. Just I kind of insulted Rook and he was laughing about it, but I don't feel good about it. He already told me that it's fine, that he was messing with me, but it's just, you know.
Are you going to get out of the snow?
No, I will bury myself further underneath it. Yes, I'm going to get off. And just stands up and dusts stuff off.
Yes, I'm going to get up on my own time and stays there.
Damn, I was gonna do a funny, but yeah, that works. Good. I'm hungry.
And just
Let's
the
make something.
incredulous look of like, excuse me? Before you said let's make something, as in let us make something.
Mm-hmm.
Just the incredulous, overworked mom look of, boy, make your own food. Like,
Dein, with a little bit of a hunchback, is just smiling, not even aware of the implications he said, and just starts walking over to the actual like kitchen area.
All right.
pats Tryphon on the arm and goes, come on, let's go.
Alright.
You need food too.
I never said I didn't. Genuine confusion.
You're much as workaholic as the rest of us. That includes me. I'm not shying away from that.
Well, at least you can admit it.
And you can't? And grins back at you.
Well,
Mm.
and he just stops with the realization of, if I continue, I'm just going to incriminate myself.
Grins back
Just-
and just chuckles under his breath. But Orlain does, like, go to start. Either get something that's already there, or otherwise help make something.
Yeah, Dein. I'm not gonna lie, Dein isn't making anything very eloquent. He's not very versed in cooking. So he's just kind of grabbing whatever and throwing it in a pot to make stew.
Tryphon just
Potatoes.
grab.
Ah. Ah, you're throwing. The literal chef is right here. He's watching you in horror.
Orlain is
Tryphon.
laughing a little.
Tryphon just
This
quietly
pains me too,
reaches
because
over, grabs a piece of bacon, just nibbles at it.
Nibbles at it. Dane, what the fuck were you saying?
I know how to cook. Dein doesn't. So I know he's grabbing just everything that he knows smells good and is throwing it in there. Not any consideration on what it is.
Oh,
All
God.
three of you. Dane, no care in the world, just hear. And then you all watch large hands shakily get closer to Dane. Grab you, Dane, and lift you from the ground. Get your ass away from my stove. I will make something. You go. Be done with your crimes.
I do not understand what I am doing wrong. I am making stew.
You put tomatoes and unpeeled potatoes in the same goddamn soup. Huh. Huh. My baby. My sailor. No. Oh, honey. And he's just like comforting a pot?
It will all come together nonetheless. Am I wrong?
Orlain is laughing, but turns to look towards Tryphon. He's like, you handle that. See what comes of it. Ta-da! And like bolts.
Orlain, you bolt right as there's the you know what? No. Like the Mojo Jojo thing of just like that. No. You know what? Claps hands. I'm done. No, not today. I quit. And he just walks off to let Dane suffer consequences, and he shoves his Goliath ass into a tent. Just nope. I'll clean Shayla later. Nope.
My Shayla.
Dein is definitely going to take a minute and be like, okay, he said unpeeled potatoes. Let me peel these then real quick. And then starts
Brother.
to peel.
I also would love to imagine that he goes, should I peel the tomatoes too? Maybe. Yeah. And tries to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Orlain's not touching it. He already seen half the shit that was put into it. He already had to be poisoned briefly. He doesn't know.
Dein is dwarf coated, so he's resistant to poison anyway.
You'll be resistant to poison, but the psychic damage you just gave the chef is unreversible.
I know, and it's hilarious.
He needs to hit you like you were in the Rapunzel movie. Alright. Orlain and Tryphon, what are you guys doing?
Orlain kind of catches up to Tryphon as he's walking off and goes, hey, where are you going?
Just somewhere, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And where would that be? Just circles around, kind of gets in your face.
Yeah. No. Tryphon had actually looked away from Orlain at that point, glancing towards the entrance to the camp until Orlain gets in his face, and then it's just that startled drawback of, oh, okay, alright. Just
Why are you looking towards there?
wondering when we're going to head out, I guess. Just
Are you restless?
he gives a shrug at that.
Can you ever give a straight answer, as my base like to put it? Can you ever give a gay answer? Sorry.
How would that
Orlain.
even work?
What does that mean?
the audible confusion.
I think that caught a couple of us off guard.
I want you to know there is a disappointed trill from a buddy hanging off of Orlain.
It's cackling. Straight up, he said 2 wrong things. He's going for a world fucking record of pissing people off right now. Or at least annoying them.
At the moment, Tryphon's just confused, just briefly confused with the gay answer part.
Come on,
But
what's
after-
bothering you?
I guess I'm still figuring things out because I haven't really had a lot of time to think or
Well, you seem to do all of your thinking on the battlefield. I mean, no harm in that, by the way.
no, it makes sense. It's
So why not
easier.
make a battlefield? And he starts to walk over to the training grounds.
I guess.
Just hops over.
Yeah, and Tryphon does hesitate for a moment before he hops over after Orlain, just like this, we're just going to fight.
I don't know. Hold on. And Orlain's going to look over at Relyn and go, Oi! You good?
Relyn, since about 10-ish minutes after the first cutoff, has been, you could call it shadow boxing, except it's very much not boxing. She is doing like a Dein style kata, but instead of learning, instead of, oh, close combat and defending yourself, it is, there is an army in my way and I'm going to kill all of them type thing. So she is just like aggressive, like training with weapon.
Oi!
You
Just the call out again.
She kind of stops, lowers her weapon, looks over.
Just a little wave.
I'm in the
Tryphon just
middle of you two. Or am I about to be, I guess?
If you would like to watch, you're welcome to, but I'm offering a sparring match to Tryphon.
I will, She actually does the tongue click, because I think that's funny. I will watch. And she steps over the fence. Sits. Watches.
Alright. You take up position, I'll take up mine. And starts to walk towards the other side.
yeah. And Tryphon does pull out the rifle after a moment and just stares at it, clearly wondering, is this even a good idea for a sparring match?
Orlain just stands there, like, with arms outstretched almost, like, take a shot.
Alright.
Very much the hit me pussy energy.
You won't.
Like Orlain obviously has noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Once he turns and focuses on Orlain, raising the rifle to take aim, the uncertainty and confusion and just general flusterness that he had before is gone as he takes a shot at Orlain. So, what's my... Right, okay, +4. So, just roll to hit. E. Yeah, no, he curses at that.
I don't even think Orlain properly dodges. I think he just kind of easily steps out of the way as it whiffs pretty badly.
Just
Are you focused? Is something on your mind?
You could say that.
Just raises a brow.
You remember the cave, yeah, when we got separated?
Yes, I do.
Do you remember the tiefling that was there?
I do.
I knew him, apparently.
Oof, ouch. My condolences.
Yeah. And as he talks, he starts fidgeting with the rifle, just trying to get over in his hands, acting like he's cleaning it, even though he doesn't have anything to clean it with, and he's not actually dismantling it. And he's doing this as he talks, and it's just...
Orlain misty steps directly into your face and tries to reach out and grab you by the collar with the claws.
Do I fucking deck save that?
Uh-huh.
Alright, here we go. Plus what? The fucking deck save. Oh, 18.
You're fine. You see him coming pretty, like, it's almost telegraphed how he wants you to see him. But it's still a misty step, and if you had been any less focused, you probably would have been caught off guard. But you were looking at Orlain. So it's a misty step into your face, and you react as you see fit, as he reaches out to you.
He takes a step back into the side, just letting Orlain's hand just miss. And just... Why?
You do your best thinking when you're being, I guess, aggravated against. And he tries to take a swing with the blade.
Tryphon goes to block it with the rifle.
Alright.
And just... I mean, okay, you're not wrong on that. It's easier to focus when I'm moving, I guess.
Some move. And Orlain steps back, kind of not with a misty step, but genuinely hopping back a little bit.
And Tryphon takes a deep breath as he leans on his back foot a bit before... This is fucking the barbarian mentality you mentioned a while back. He takes a step back, leaning on his back foot for a moment, and then lunges forward, taking a swing with the rifle.
You can hear these off-distant words. You're not sure who it is, Tryphon, but you just get this energy of, that's not how you use a fucking gun! You choose to ignore it.
I'm ignoring it as he takes the swing. 19!
Oh man, you actually do hit, even with the mage armor.
Did you just TF2 surprise chuckle fuck Orlain with your gun?
Yes.
I think you mean thick,
Fries,
fast
bitch.
chocolate nuts, yeah?
Huh?
What was that?
I believe the quote is thick, fast chocolate nuts.
Think fast, chuckle fuck.
But yeah.
And then you normally get flashbangs, but still.
He lunges forward, takes that swing, and almost as soon as it connects, he's making the steps backwards to put the distance between them again.
Where do you hit?
He aimed for the arm or the side. Not anything, not anywhere that would cause real damage, but he's also treating a gun like a blunt weapon.
Right. So he kind of takes it kind of easily. He doesn't seem to be bothered by it at all. Alright. And again, keep moving. And goes invisible.
All right then.
Is this Rogue Orlain?
No.
No, this is just he's a bitch. Anyways.
No,
Mhm.
I know.
I was taking a sip of water. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. Tryphon isn't going to go wildly about it. I'm going to roll perception, and he's going to try to see if he can hear where Orlain is going.
Alright.
25!
It's Orlain.
Yeah.
You know you're invisible. How the fuck is that motherfucker staring you right in your goddamn eyes?
He's pulling a critical roll. Fuck you in particular, I see your ass. Like,
Yeah, fucking makes eye contact with Orlain and takes a shot at his. You know what? Shoulder. 22!
alright. Are you looking to deal damage, or are you dealing one of the buffs or debuffs?
He's going for one of the buffs right now. He's not trying to actively hurt Orlain.
So the
And yeah.
it's AC, right?
Let me double check real quick.
It is one of 3 buff stats: improvement to AC, improved movement speed, or I believe it is a soft heal, correct?
I'm trying to fucking find it. We didn't pin it in the notes. There it is.
Ah, fuck nuggets.
Okay. Charge being the name of the buff for allies, letting increase to their movement speed by 10 feet, increase to AC by 2, or heal allies remove debuffs from them.
Alright, cool.
So it doesn't really matter. It's just for my idea.
I'm going for the AC.
So you hit him with the charged AC enhancement. He does budge a little bit, but he gives you a look of confusion.
Yeah.
Like his
He's-
his invisibility did drop because you hit him.
Yeah. And Tryphon shrugs at that as we're just sparring.
Right, but you don't know. You're very awkward about this, aren't you?
He doesn't say anything. The look on his face, even with whatever your insight is, Orlain, Orlain can tell that's a yes.
Right. Well, I am more of a talker, so this is going to be awkward for the both of us.
She said.
How about
Alright,
you shut
Rook.
the fuck up?
Rook? No, honey. That's Noctis tired of your bullshit.
Is he sure? Wait till Noctis shows up, I guess.
Yeah, Orlain probably can tell that when Tryphon starts talking again, he's picking his words carefully. And it's just like he said to her, like he said to Relyn, and he said multiple times before. Just, I'm not good with words. Finding the right ones is difficult for me at least.
Well, how about I just use target practice then, huh?
Huh?
And he's going to try and actually lash out with the sword. Again.
Oh jeez. Alright,
This is an actual attack. He's trying to hit you.
okay. Roll the hit then.
Nope.
Ooh, nope. Not even close.
I bet. I have a +3.
But
I'm
no,
not proficient in this fucking weapon.
Fair and understandable.
That's your
But
own.
huh?
I was gonna say that's your own fault. You went back to the tome.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Tryphon again sidesteps, and this time he doesn't swing with the rifle. He doesn't aim with the rifle. He takes a sidestep and basically goes to body check Orlain.
All
So
right.
So what do I do?
And that would that count as an unarmed strike?
Yeah, because you're not hitting him with any weapons, improvised or
Okay.
otherwise.
No.
Oof.
And with this, I get to say a fun thing. As you body check, or fail to, Orlain,
Mm-hmm.
there's a moment of pause where I have to ask, how does Tryphon keep from falling on their face with a failed body check? Because I've body checked someone, and I know what happens if you don't do it right, if you slip up or get a nat 1, essentially. That is a moment.
He goes to use like as he goes to body check, because I'm trying to figure out how exactly that would work. Like he goes to do the body check, misses, tries to take a step to the side that he was doing the body check in to try and to try and keep his balance, and then ends up shoving the butt of the rifle into the ground as a sort of further prevention for that.
I'm gonna make this so much worse. He basically does the like cane tap of a tap dancer from like from like the fucking early cartoons.
Yeah, basically. But all of his weight's on that fucking rifle because
As there's I imagine a quick but prominent silence on that. Soft clapping from the tree. Gade is amused.
Tryphon's going to take a shot at Gade. Just no hesitation. As soon as he steps back and regains his balance, the gun is pointed at Gade. Oh god damn it.
You hit me
You do not
instead.
hit. He goes, no. And it just happens to whiz by him, looks directly at Relyn and goes, I did that with my mind.
No comment from Raylan. She's watching combat.
I will say it's been an hour now. Relay.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing energy starting to shift, do you keep up the sparring match to make a point? Or do you, and I say this with all the affection in my world, pull a Noctis and go, alright, here's what I'm trying to get at.
I think he unintentionally pulls a Noctis. Just holds up both hands and alright. It's enough.
Tryphon does lower the rifle because he was aiming to take another shot.
That's enough. And slightly with the clawed hand goes to just not fully force the gun away or down, but just taps as if to say put it away.
And Tryphon goes ahead and desummons it with, admittedly, a huff because I missed. I wanted to hit him. I was going to hit him.
And the other hand reaches out, and because Tryphon is quite tall and Orlain is quite not, you two specifically understand exactly the height that he is.
Yeah, lore accurate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right.
That was so rude.
It's not rude if it's right. It's mean if it's right.
That's worse. Either. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. It's too bad.
But Orlain does reach up and gently pat his shoulder. What's actually eating at you? As I had to get a lecture from 2 people. 3, actually. So, might as well give you your own. He kind of gives you a crooked grin.
I was just like, oh, this. It doesn't feel like much of a lecture. But. And he sighs, his hands going to rest on his hips. And after a moment, just. I don't get it. How everyone's able to talk so easily with each other.
It's because we keep trying, even when we mess up, even when it gets tough, even when it gets bafflingly difficult to keep up a conversation with any one person, we keep trying. It's hard to do, not everyone can do it, and most people give up. But you keep trying. And we're not. Let's just say we're not the sort to give up or give in. So.
Oh,
And that's coming from me.
I mean, I have noticed that, yeah. It just looks so easy for everyone else.
Oh, it's not. And specifically, like, looks around the group that's outside right now, kind of does the thing of target spotting Aurelia from across the court. And goes, okay, for example, and this stays between us. If Aurelia finds out, I will be bodily thrown across the courtyard.
Noted. I won't say a word.
She will either still hear this somehow with, the hearing of the gods, and this is coming from me. Or she'll never hear about it, no one ever has to know, and we'll be fine. However, Aurelia finds difficulty in talking to anybody. Not because she can't, or because she's bad at it. In fact, she gives lovely speeches. I've heard her practice them time and time again in the carriage. But everything she says on the spot, that is what she truly feels. And that's why we get along so well. Because even if it doesn't always come out the same way for each individual person, we keep trying. We keep saying what is on our minds, and I'm not the epitome of that. I'm, in fact, the opposite of that. I don't like speaking my mind. because I usually end up being mocked for it, or I used to be. Don't tell
That's
Clyde that.
stupid.
He will find out who did it, and it will threaten them. But
Has Tryphon met Clyde yet?
No.
Yeah, no, so there is very confused look. It's just like, who's Clyde?
just the look of like, ugh. And then pause, literal physical ... My dad. Anyway, moving on.
Your what?
Don't worry about it. Moving on. He looks
no, wait,
flustered.
hold on. Hold
No,
on.
we're moving on.
We can't just move on from that.
We're moving on.
No.
Yes, Relyn. Just like,
You're
At
not
least
moving on.
explain what a dad is.
You'll learn.
Yo.
I think the only people who won't are Aurelia and Dein. I'm saying the only people who won't learn what a dad is just Aurelia and Dein because they will be the dads.
The fucking loud ass scoff I just heard.
Oh, don't call
I
me
mean, you're
out.
not wrong.
Anyway.
Orlain does look at Relyn with the pointed look of, this is just to make an example, do not throw me either. And just waits to get the confirmation to continue, because if not, he will not, because he actually, much like everyone else, does respect Relyn enough.
Raylan does the like hand circle of go on.
Relyn, though abrasive, means well, and often has the tendency to not put to action so much as to word what she believes in. And when she does act on what she believes in, she's a formidable ally. And that's why I put my trust in her. But regardless, as far as examples go, I'm probably the cream of the crop. I've tried again and again, some to no avail, and sometimes to every avail. It doesn't always work. Sometimes people don't listen, other times they don't want to. But that doesn't mean you should stop trying. And you don't have to have the best words to get yourself across as a point. Sometimes all you need is to keep moving. And he grins.
Well, I'm good at moving, at least.
Good. Now, do you want to continue sparring, or have you had enough?
I'm good to continue.
Alright. And Orlain goes to step back into proper stance.
And
As you
Tryphon
both.
readies himself again.
As you both ready yourselves, 2 strings appear before both of you, connecting each other, and a third one begins to spiral, wrapping around and binding those 2 strings. You have earned a 3rd bond point. Please pick the weapons you would like to trade.
We've already figured that out. Give me the monk gauntlet things!
Give me that paladin weapon, boy!
You get the paladin weapon!
We're so aggressive about it.
It's the energy for today.
But as far as acknowledging that something new is there for Orlain, Tryphon, there's a look of rage in his eyes that wasn't there before when you're fighting him. Not rage. Perhaps that's the wrong word. Maybe closer to indignance. Hatred? Still wrong. It feels like he's finally reached a boiling point and hasn't broken yet.
Do I describe something now too?
You can if you want.
You may. Yeah.
I actually can't think of anything.
It's fine.
May I offer
No
something?
pressure.
I will accept offers.
How does Tryphon view the monk class? Not the weapon, but the class.
Now that I think about it, probably peace within action.
I will ask you this simply. Do you want Orlain to see this?
Yes.
Orlain, you and Tryphon both kind of pull back to a point of uncertainty. Not in emotions, but in time frame. Tryphon, you're staring into a mirror. You look older, more unique clothing. Deep breaths, deep breaths. A voice coming out of your mouth, but you don't recognize. Deep breaths, you got this. And it seems to be self-comfort. Made it this far, you can make it farther. No problem. No problem. And then hands on the desk. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Okay. And there's a voice that pipes up of, you should, numbnuts. You got here, didn't you, Capitano? And a grayish hand taps your side. And it's like that kind of tap in the like that tap of that's my funny side, you know? And then the same hands kind of rise up and force your mouth into a smile. You got here on your own strength, just accept your own strength, numb nuts. And you watch as your mouth moves again with the I'd much rather you prefer me call Capitano than numb nuts. No take backs, Capitano. Sighing and distraught, and then smiling. God damn it. Haley has a point. Yeah.
The you motherfucker smile.
And then you're both brought back. Go. Return to the moment. As Tryphon, please describe how the monk gauntlets look on you.
I would imagine them still following along with his usual style. Practicality over decoration, I guess?
Yeah.
Function over form.
Yes.
Perfect.
They're simple. They're not extravagant. It's obvious what they're meant for and that they're used for that purpose. Just, I don't know what it looks like normally. But for Tryphon, it's unassuming, almost.
Less like weaponry, more like armor, kind of unassuming.
Yeah.
Alright. then with that, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. Because it's been just over an hour. And I don't think we're gonna make it to a full 3 hours tonight. So, go ahead and pause.